Like the people that break through are the ones who just had a little more courage. They either had what I had, which is a mom that put so much self-esteem in me that I just can't even think I'm not the best in the world. You know, I can't. She just did it. Others came up a different way, had different reasons. Maybe you're numb. Maybe you went the other way. Got beat up so much you just at the bottom and you're like got nothing else to lose, right? The video I posted yesterday on Instagram and the one that got like, Andy, it's like 20 million reach on Facebook, where I talk about just fucking fail on purpose, right? Like watching all of you guys interact with that, like I kind of mean that. It's crazy for me that like, I remember, I'll tell you a story I've never told publicly. I went to the White House. Barack Obama invited like 7 people to talk about like tech and communication and like what the fuck was going on. I remember I sat down, I'm in the Oval Office with Barack fucking Obama, right? And like the CMO of like Amex and Angela, who's now the CMO of Apple, and like these gangster marketing people. And I remember sitting there and I walked in and I sat down and I'm sitting directly from Barack. Oh, by the way, that was the best part. I called him Barack and everybody corrected me like Mr. President. I was like, oh, sorry. Thought somebody was gonna shoot me. And actually in the slip of the way I called him Barack, that was the only thing I thought about on the Acela, on the train back to New York the whole time, which is, fuck it. I've been to the tippy top of a human being. This is the man that runs shit, period, free world. I felt better. And so that's what I want for everybody. Just that feeling where no matter where you are, you just don't care. You really don't. And I know that's hard. And honestly, if you ask me what I'm doing with my content right now, I'm trying to be your shield. I'm trying to make you jump. And if you fail, you just point to me and be like, Gary told me. You know, like, he's the reason I fucked up. He tricked me. He's a piece of shit. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care what you do. Because I know if you'll jump, it's going to feel a lot better. Because it's regret. The reason I keep telling you guys to go to a nursing home is I want you to get face to face with somebody who's not your grandparent that has regret coming through their face. And that's what's happening in old person homes. They have regret. I'm telling you right now, they have regret. Like even if you like, I feel already like I can go now and I did good, but I'll still have tons of regret. I'm like, what if and this and fuck, I could have bought the Jets if I stayed alive. You know, like just random shit. Like I'm trying to get people closer to regret, because when regret scares you, when like you see regret like a horror movie and it shakes you to your core, you bounce back the other way and you start doing shit because you realize how ridiculous it is that you're not doing stuff because your homie might think it's stupid, or because your older brother had better grades than you, or because your mom told you you were never going to be anybody. And so that's where I'm at. That's where my headspace is at. I'm trying to hack attention. I'm trying to understand and synthesize culture. But most of all, it doesn't matter if you're wearing a Supreme backpack or some Yeezy sneakers or this and that. The thing that's true is like 6, 7 things in life. All this other stuff is disguising. All this other stuff is like fulfilling insecurities. All this other stuff is you expressing yourself to the world of who you are. Most of you are wearing everything you're wearing right now as a quick interaction with everybody else to try to tell everybody who you are. The way you wear your hair. Man's wearing a cap hoodie, right? He's trying to say something. Like, that's what we're doing. And the hair that you've got, you know? Beautiful, by the way. And so, like, we're trying to, like, say something about who we are real quick. And that's why I love and fuck with fashion. Not like I don't love fashion, but I love what it does for us. It helps those of you who don't communicate like I do, communicate. I just want to make sure you're using it to communicate, not close some insecurities that you have and you want to fit in. And that's what I love so much about what's happening now, is it feels like blank canvas. It feels like, you know what's crazy right now? Is if you've got any kind of audience and you got just a little bit of confidence, you could do anything. If you take the 100 people that have the most confidence downstairs, if they walked in here with an umbrella as a hat, in the first 10 minutes, everybody would be like, what the fuck? And an hour later, people are like, yo, where do I get that umbrella? And I'm fascinated by that.
I'm having a hard time like staying consistent with building content. So I was just wondering, like, should I just document the struggle and document like how busy I am?
Yeah,
like,
this is why you already know, that's why you use the word document. You know that was the biggest breakthrough for me, for my audience in the last 3 years, the documenting versus creating. Like if you just guys, we're interested in each other. I'm interested in your struggle. I'm interested in what your favorite fast food place is.
Yeah.
I'm interested in like, you know, are you a Laker fan? Like people are just interested in shit.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is like I'm also like really involved in the whole motivational thing because of my past of drug abuse and gang violence and whatnot, and being an entrepreneur now. So it's like,
can I tell you what's holding you up?
Yeah.
And all of you? You hear me, you just don't want to accept the fucking patience part.
Yeah. I won't be hurt.
You're young. Yeah. You are young. You make like people that are, Barney, how old are you? Barney's 45 and he's young as fuck. Right? Like he just is. He's got 30 fucking more years in the game. Like, do you know how long 30 years is?
Right.
Like, what's fucking you up right now is what's fucking them all up. You hear me, you're like, yo, Garyvee, patience, yeah. But you don't live it. You don't live it like I do.
Yeah.
Like I lived it and I'm still living it. Like, do you know where I'm gonna end up?
Right.
The tippy fucking top. You know where I'm now? Upper middle. So I'm patient, I'm grinding, I'm here, I'm hustling down there, I'm fucking hustling, patient for where my, like, final stop is gonna be. You're just not patient. Like, if you're feeling any angst, it's because you don't love the process more than the results. You're thinking about $10,000 a month in AdSense instead of loving the fucking dirt and loving this grind moment. And the second you fall in love with the grind, for real, 19 years of it. Not a month. When you fucking really fall in love with the grind and sit here, how old are you, my man? How old are you? I know that's inappropriate.
27.
19 years. If you're like, cool, at fucking, 46, it's gonna get going. If you knew how young, Barney, how young do you feel? Young. If you knew what 46 felt like, 19 years wouldn't scare you.
Right.
Right now it does. Because it's almost your whole fucking life.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
Patience.
Got it.
Don't if you're really grinding 5 to 11,
yeah.
Well then you're fucking doing the work. Now the next part is patience, and then your talent is gonna take you where it's gonna take you.
Yeah.
Like either you got it or you don't.
I do.
And like if you do, you have it to some level. And somewhere between Beyonce and Schmeyonce is where you're gonna end up.
Right.
And you just, as long as you're putting in the grind and having the hustle, you just gotta respect that somewhere between Beyonce and Schmeyonce, right?
Right.
Or you're picking the wrong thing and you're romantic about music, but you're the best architect that ever lived, but you never tried it. That's the framework. If you're working as hard as you can and you're patient, then your talent is gonna take you to where it is, right? Or did you pick the wrong thing? Listen, I wish I could be a rapper. But I just know I'm not. And I know I've got rapper tendencies in the way that I talk, but I'm an entrepreneur. I will fucking build a bigger business than all of you combined every day of the week. That's the fucking facts. And that's it. Take it for what it is. And if that motivates you, show me. Email me in 15 years with this clip. Show me. If you've got it like that, put it out like that. My big thing is that Michael Jackson and Prince sat on hundreds of songs we haven't heard. And so to your point, quality, quantity, look what I'm doing. I'm putting out fucking a ton of shit every day. And I have a good feeling, because I'm looking at it every day, that it's quality, right? And so if you can put out 113 songs, do that. And if you can put out 365, do that. Because these are at bats. Music's interesting. Music's like content. You're literally one song away. My man, you're literally, I need you to really wrap your fucking head around what I'm about to tell you. 15 years ago, you had to get found, you had to get signed, you had to get through this. People talk, when I talk about this, a lot of artists came in, I made a reference to you had to get found by L.A. Reid and then put on, and some girl jumped in the comments on Insta, and she's like, and even that doesn't happen. She's like, I was signed by L.A. fucking Reid, and I got caught up in the system, and my shit never even came out. So 20 years ago, man, you had no fucking chance. It was fucking 0.00, it was ridiculous. Now you can put something on SoundCloud or Spotify tomorrow, and it just might be the song. So yeah, I want you to put out as much as you've got, and if you only got 6 good songs in you, then you're not gonna have a career anyway, right? And so, or maybe I'm wrong. Actually, as I said it, I'm taking a step back. One great song is a lot of people's entire career. right? So, you know, let's not call people out. And so, yeah, man, I just want you putting out stuff, right? Like, you know, when I was in Mount Ida College, battle rap was real hot, and like people used to really go up against each other. And some of the shit that I heard is like the coolest, best shit I ever heard. And a week later, I talked to them, and they didn't even remember what they said because they weren't writing and then battling bullshit. They were like really doing it from the top. That's why I have D-Rock, man. Some of the best. You know that fucking video with that little kid in the liquor store where I was like, told him not to worry about YouTube views? They got so many views. That would have been lost in fucking space back in the day. Back in my day 2 years ago, that would have been lost in space. But now that I have them filming, right? Like, so yeah, man, I think the quality quantity conversation was for a day and age where distribution was different. It's true, but as many at-bats as you can get, because what is crazy is one song. And sometimes it comes early. Lil Yachty it happened fast, right? His one song happened quick. You know, Kylie fucking, you know, or you know, just like, you know, like one person puts it on, you know?